Kenya is testimony. Kenya is testimony. Najivunia kukuwa Kenya. Najivunia sana kukuwa Kenya. And today I choose to share with you guys uh, why Kenya is the greatest country in East Africa. There is where there is perspective many people have about Kenya, and each person can have a way to share and to speak about Kenya. But at the end of the day, I would say Kenya is a great nation in the East Africa. There is no any country in East Africa we can compare with Kenya at this moment. And honestly speaking, I'm speaking this for the benefit of Kenyan. 1 Kenyan, 1,000 Kenyan who will come after me, who will be able to hear this video, so that they can be able to know the beauty of Kenya, and also it can help in a way for protecting Kenya in a better way to keep go forward in a better way. And I believe you who are hearing me right now, you can be that person who can take the initiative to make sure that going forward of Kenya, you are a party of it. And I want to stand on my 2 feet again. Keep just saying the truth. I'm a truthful man, and there is no need for me to hide you that Kenya is the greatest country. And I'm gonna share with you 5 things make Kenya, even they may end up become 6 or 10, but I choose just to give you 5 things make Kenya the greatest country in East Africa. And in fact, even if I would say, not only in East Africa, I would say maybe even if I say it's the greatest, it's one of the greatest country in Africa, I will not be lying. And I'm speaking with experience. The first thing which make Kenya greatest country is because Kenya belongs to Kenya, not one person. In East African, the country has been in the group of few people, maybe who claim to be the hero, who claim to be fighter, civil freedom fighter, who claim to do ABC. But for Kenya is different. Kenya is belong to every Kenyan. Every Kenyan have the right to do something. Every Kenyan have right for his own property, and then that make Kenya greatest nation in East Africa. There is no other country to compare with Kenya, for the fact that every Kenyan feel like comfortable to be in Kenya. Every Kenyan is fitting in Kenya. And there is no propaganda. No one will teach Kenya and sit and tell them this is Kenya, this is why this is. But somehow they build a culture. They grown up in a system where I feel like Kenya is the best place. So this make Kenya to be the greatest country, because each Kenyan feel comfortable in his own country. It is interesting thing because even the people who go away of Kenya, they will still come and invest in Kenya. So also this keep making Kenya greatest country in terms for maintaining the spirit of Kenyan themselves. So I'm gonna go to point two. Point two of the thing make Kenyan a greatest nation is the power of constitution of Kenya. Uh, Despite corruption, despite what people claim Kenyan they are corrupted, despite what people say about, but I would still say that in whatever way or in whichever way, the constitution of Kenya still have a power either in the eye of the citizen, even in the eyes of the people who are in power. So once you want to do something, either right or wrong, you will make sure that in whatever thing you are doing, you are trying to go behind or trying not to come across the constitution of Kenya. So this power of wisdom and the understanding of wisdom to give a power constitution, it make Kenya greatest nation in East Africa. While on the other hand, in a country of East Africa, you found out that the people who claim to be freedom fighter, people who claim to be the leader of the nation, sometimes they have a strong power than even constitution. In the way constitution mean nothing, when the president has said, when the general president so and so has said something. So, but in Kenya, this way for protecting constitution, it gives the every citizen the right to be where he deserves and to do whatever he wants to do, as long is not against the constitution of Kenya. So I would just encourage Kenya, for the sake of Kenya, to keep protecting the constitution of Kenya. The third thing of the thing make Kenya to be the strongest nation or greatest nation is like 95 by 100 of Kenyan, they are educated. 95 by 100 of Kenyan, they are educated. Not really mean that everyone have a level for university, but somehow each person have a certificate, each person graduate, each person. So this give Kenyan to make Kenyan to be on the level of being the perfect for taking Kenyan for another level. You know, for other nations, General So and so who is freedom fighter can come and change the system of education, can come and change everything in the country. But because Kenyan, all Kenyan are educated, somehow God help them to protect this beautiful nation of Kenya. And this made Kenya to be a testimony. And I'm here just to tell you guys, I don't know the perspective you have concerning Kenya, but I will still sit saying that Kenya is greatest nation in East Africa. For the fourth one, freedom of speech in Kenya. In Kenya, there is a freedom of speech. Every person have a right to speak his mind. This kind of give everyone to speak his mind, it make Kenya and Kenya to be greatest people in East Africa. It means like no one who live in fear. Like in Kenya, it doesn't mean people they can't die, doesn't mean the people they can't have a trouble, but 95 or 99 of Kenya, they have freedom of speech. This make Kenyan greatest nation. And you need to protect this freedom of speech. Because once you reach the point where you don't speak your mind, where people come to tell you how you should speak about your nation, it means you are losing yourself. You are losing, you are being another thing you are not. But every Kenyan, from Nairobi to Western, from Western to some Sijui, anything, every Kenyan have a freedom of speech. While in other nations, people they are so afraid in East Africa because the freedom fighter they have a way they want you to speak, and you must fit in that way they want you to speak about their country. And once you don't speak like that, they should kill you. Once you don't speak like that, they should put you in prison. They put you in a circle look like slavery. So that can't say that those nations are great. So Kenya only in East Africa. And that is me. And I don't want anyone to believe like the way I believe. But the fact that Kenya have a freedom of speech, it makes Kenya to be the best nation, to be qualified to be special nation in East Africa. And that is the reason why I believe that everyone, even the investor, I would encourage the investor to come and invest in Kenya, because you will still have your freedom. You don't need to be in contact with president. You don't need to be in contact with general so and so for you to be in a business. But you can invest in Kenya as long as you manage to register what you are doing is accepted by the constitution of the government. So you are where you go, good way to go. So I would say Kenya is the best nation for Kenyan in terms of freedom of speech. Uh, I will not forget to tell you najivunia ukua Kenya. I will repeat again. Najivunia ukua Kenya because even I have freedom of speech. I can speak my mind. You know, I was supposed to go to ask so and so the right to sit here and talk. I don't need that. So this is what makes Kenya to be a testimony. The five one, the unity of the tribe of Kenya. The unity of the tribe of Kenya doesn't mean that each tribe is in good communication, in a good relationship with every tribe. No, 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 no. That is not what I want to say. I mean, each tribe of Kenya have a way to live. They have their own culture, have their own language, and they have their own way for doing things. So this makes Kenya to be powerful nation. That is only why you will see, like, once I have a get opportunity to visit different part of Kenya, and they have what has blessed me to have many friends from different tribe of Kenya. I was surprised that once you go in the wedding of Luos, they will speak Luo's language without caring about other tribe and other people who are there. When you go in the wedding of Gikuyus, they will speak Gikuyu throughout. If you are listening, if you don't listen, that is your business. Them, they are okay. And when they are going to choose leaders, somehow they choose leaders from their tribe somehow. And this, if it's used in right way, it can benefit nation in a better way. So many people like to speak about the tribalism, say tribe should end in Kenya, tribe should end in Africa. But once there is no tribe in Kenya, once there is no tribe in Africa, I want to say that we are end. That is the end of Africa. So what makes us very powerful is the way God created us. I don't know who told you that actually the tribe is a demonic idea. Who told you that tribe, where we come from, is the demonic idea? Why are we fighting against our tribe? Why are we fighting against our language? So once you get in the country where people claim to be without tribe and claim that actually they live a better way, like me, King Lando, like you, was a ghetto blessing to be born in the country like DR's Congo and grown up in the country like Rwanda. Uh, I'm happy that I have that history to live also in Rwanda and do my education in Rwanda. But and you have a many opportunity to travel in Africa, the country like Uganda, Burundi, Congo, Tanzania somehow. I would say Kenya is the greatest nation because once you touch a Luo, they will come for you. Once you touch Jikuyu, they will come for you. Once you touch Mukamba, they will come for you. And good to think there is intermarriage. Each tribe can marry from another tribe. So this make Kenya great nation. It will be a long once we reach in Kenya, where someone come for Jikuyu, one person, who is Jikuyu, who is Luo, who is from which tribe, and all people see it as if that means nothing. Everyone is quiet about it because maybe there is no tribe in the country. So that is how those people who claim to have no tribe, every great man being killed each day and each night, and there is no one to fight the right of those people who are dying. That is how we are losing the power and knowledge of Africa. As I conclude, what makes Kenya to be great for now this is the sixth one I think, is great men of Kenya. Every great man of Kenya, men of the people who are successful, many people love Kenya in the way they are ready even to die for Kenya. Not to die for business, to die for Kenya. Many of the great men of Kenya, they are ready for dying, for losing everything, for making sure Kenya is safe. This makes Kenya to be the testimony in East Africa. I want to thank Baba Yao, Raila Omoro Odinga, who started this journey to fight for the right of Kenya. In the same way, I want to thank every Kenyan, big and small, who is ready to say our country should keep have freedom, our people should have a better life for living, and our people should have freedom. And then hard working and trusting God will make Kenya beauty. Kenya doesn't need to live like America to be great. Kenya doesn't need to live like England to be great. Kenya doesn't need to live like Rwanda to be great. Kenya doesn't need any leader like any leader of East Africa to be great nation. Kenya is great in its own way. Na tunajivunia kuwa Kenya. And it doesn't mean everything is perfect, but this is the big thing I see in Kenya. And Kenya, they don't appreciate it for themselves. And guys, I don't want you to lose it. To come to realize that actually you was living a better life than other people. Let me say you Kenyan, Kenya is a better place for you to live. Other place you will visit, other place you will be refugee there. Other place you will be suffering or be great there. But the best place for you is Kenya. So I encourage every Kenyan to pray for Kenya and to keep celebrate Kenya as a great nation. You are blessed. You are qualified. And God is taking us for next level. God bless Kenya. God bless all Kenyan. God bless the leader of Kenya. God bless my best friend, Uhuru Kenyatta, and every leader who is in power. I love you guys. And the way you love the people who are serving God now, that is what makes Kenya so special. The way you respect the leadership of the church, the way you support the leadership of the church, it makes Kenya to be super cool nation. Love